Alright, so here's part 2. I'll probably just put these 2 videos together. Hopefully this camera doesn't overheat, because this camera overheats and it annoys me. It'll shut off. So I'm going to read the introduction to this, and maybe this is like can't read the whole thing. It's very short, it's to the point. There's extra recipes in here. There's extra rice cooker recipes, and there's smoothie recipes. So I'm gonna do some more of these short ones like this. And it's just 10. I think it's 10 days. 10 days. I think it's 10 days. Anyways, here's the introduction. If you're reading this right now, and for whatever reason you decided to take me up on this challenge and at least consider eating exactly like I do for the next 10 days, I think it is pretty cool that you would do so, since you more than likely have no clue who I am. I am not a celebrity or an actor or some kind of internet health guru. Thank the Lord for that. I am just like you. I didn't write this. I'm just like you. Just another collection of organisms walking this planet called Earth, doing my thing and sharing a small piece of it with you now. My addiction is my longevity. It's actually more of an obsession. It's past addiction. It's an obsession. It is more. I wrote that. It is more of an obsession. I haven't outread this. Sorry. It is more of an obsession, to be exact. It has been really for the last 8 years or so. I dedicated my life around that time to growing younger, not older, and so far I'm doing a pretty good job at it. I am doing a pretty good job at it. 41, my blood work is really good. I'm actually very, 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 very happy with my recent blood work. So I just need to keep it every year. Keep it. I want it to be better. Before I get into these 10 days of eating, I will briefly share with you a very short version of a long story. Just so you know why I am doing this book right now. As I am typing this right now, it is May of 2018. In less than a month, I'll be turning 41 years old according to my Earth age. Maybe 9 years ago or so, I watched a documentary called Earthlings that really did change my life. It made me look at the way that I view the animals that I eat differently. It gave me a new respect, not just for the life of animals, but for all life and how precious it is. So the short version is that I made a conscious effort to one day eliminate all animal products in my life. At least at that time, that was my plan. So I first started with small steps to cut out dairy products. Then I went with meats, poultry, and pork products, and eventually got all those cut out of my diet completely. This took me a few years to accomplish, and I had built myself a nice little red wagon that I would use to jump on and off of as if it were a fair ride. Basically, I was falling off the wagon, as it's expected. But eventually, I would say that sometime around 2014, I had taken all meats and dairy out of my life, leaving me with seafood and eggs as my only source of animal product that I consumed. Still, my goal was to eliminate those as well from my life for good. This was my thinking at that time, and it was not driven by health aspects. It was driven by the animal cruelty aspects of things. Although I was fully obsessed with my longevity and searching for the fountain of youth, 2014 was just 4.5 years ago, and I was 37 years old. To look back and guess, I would say that my focus on my longevity really triggered about 4 years previous to that. So my goal was, and still is, to physically be half the years of my Earth age. I wanted this to begin at around 40 for sure. Meaning that when I hit 40, I wanted my physical age to be around 20. And it is. I'm actually healthier now than I was in my 20s. I am. And make it my obsession to continue this trend. This means that I need to keep my mind open and clear and always continue to learn from all sides and apply what I feel is best for my own self. And that's the only message I'm telling people. Take everything and apply what works for you. Because that's what I do. So I can't do that and then tell other people, now take what I say, and I'd be a hypocrite. So at some point in 2015, I decided to finally go completely animal product free for 1 year and test this on my own self correctly and with an open mind. My goal was to hopefully keep animal products out of my life forever at this time. So I went vegan for a year straight, and I did it while eating probably better choice foods than 95% of new vegans attempting to eat vegan. Probably 99% of them. I ate very little processed foods at that time, although more than I am currently eating today. But still, I consumed over 90% of my daily calories from non-processed foods. I would consider myself to be more of a plant-based eater than just a vegan eater at this time. I guinea pigged myself for a year solid, without wavering. I learned a lot about so many things during this time. I will not go into those things here, but this experiment really helped me see what my body runs best on when it comes to fuel for my body. Can I live off of an entirely animal product-free diet? The short answer is yes, just in case you were wondering. Then why didn't I continue to do it? This is because it is not what my body runs best on. I was missing something, and what my body was missing is found in whole eggs. Like I said, I'm not going to get into the small details, but my main concerns on an animal product-free lifestyle were B12 and cholesterol. More importantly to me was cholesterol's correlation with testosterone, and even more importantly to me, free testosterone. So it was not about cholesterol levels in the body that was my concerns. It was more about testosterone levels, and of course the B12. Like I said, I can live very well on a plant-based, no animal product diet, but I will have to supplement. I will not be able to get all of my body's needs from just foods that I eat. This is important to me because I want to be able to get everything that my body needs from real food without supplementation if I had to. I do supplement no matter how I eat, but this is because I can. So why not if I can do so? But if I had to eliminate supplements altogether, I would like to be able to get all of my daily nutrition from foods. This just makes me feel I am on more of a natural process of survival rather than relying on man-made supplements to survive. And like I said, I do supplement a variety of vitamins and minerals. So after this year of plant-based vegan, I shifted over to only eggs as my animal product and have been on this diet ever since, until just a few weeks ago. Now during these last couple of years on only eggs as my animal product, I will regularly have non-animal product days, weeks, and even months. I'll go a month. I don't do it that much anymore, but I have, in this time I've gone like a month of eating plant-based. So I do throw in plant-based vegan throughout my diet from time to time. So this brings me to why I am writing this book. It is because I decided to experiment once again and add certain seafoods back into my diet. I want to do this at least for enough time to compare the differences, if any, to consuming only eggs as an animal product source. The difference between myself when I consume no animal products to when I eat basically the same but add whole eggs into my life is noticeable. And I eat plant-based vegan correctly too. And I do. I eat it correctly. I don't just eat garbage that says vegan. I keep the process, I keep it to plant-based. And try to make sure I'm getting those micronutrients that most people are deficient in anyways. Whether they're plant-based, whatever they are, doesn't matter. Most people are deficient in a lot of things. So it will be interesting to see if I perform better, worse, or the same in life once my body adapts to seafood also being added into the mix. I am not taking eggs out. Maybe one day I may do this, but for now I am keeping the eggs in and adding certain types of seafood into my diet. And this is where we meet. Hi, how's it going? Glad you decided to join me. At the very least, I hope that you get a few good ideas for your own diet. And for those that are going to eat exactly as I do for just 10 days, I will do my best to give you exactly what I eat while giving you some variation ideas that I do throw into the mix. It is just 10 days. If you are someone who is looking for something different, then you found something different. I am different. I'm not a cookie cutting diet hander outer, and I never will be. I am sharing with you my own actual diet that I consume on a daily basis. My intentions are to grow younger with what I use as fuel. This is my obsession in life. If anything, hopefully it can motivate you to make it your obsession as well. We only have one life, and it is very short, even if we live to be over 100 years old. The mental game is huge, but just as huge is how we fuel our machine. The combination of the two are what keeps us growing younger and younger as time goes on. Okay, let's get started with this first day. And then it goes into what you need, and then the very, very easy meal prepping. It's so easy. And and then some extra rice cooker recipes and a few extra smoothie recipes, I think. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna write some. I'm considering. I will probably do it, but if I get people, I'm thinking about trying to see if I can get like a few hundred people from people who are downloading this that are males that want me to write something specifically for males, like testosterone foods, testosterone diet, a diet that promotes testosterone levels going this way. It's more than diet though, it's lifestyle. It's lifestyle, it's mindset, it's all that intertwines. But if I can get a few hundred of them, that would just be like, want me to do that, that's kind of, I'll do it. And I'll put some stuff in there that's not anywhere. And if it is places, I could do it for, it depends on what people want, because I know people want a mixture, for men, men want, I know what men want, but it's about what I'm, just keep it to like foods, keep it to just the testosterone, keep it to what, I don't know how I'll do it, but, because then you start getting into libido and you start getting into, and I don't want to, I don't know if I want to delve into that world, but it's the same world, but, if there is this stuff that I would be saying, which there is obviously going to be some, but it's going to be different because people that are saying things aren't necessarily doing things. I'm saying things based off of what I do. Like, this is based off of what I was eating at this exact time. Exactly what I was eating. So it's not like I'm just saying, hey, eat this, eat that, eat this, and this, your testosterone levels, this guy, this, because this study, and nothing's against any of that. I'm saying, this study says this raises blah, blah, blah. This does, so add this into, and then, and then not be doing it, because there's things that, when it comes to that, and as a male, that's what we need to be focusing on is hard. Females too need to be focusing on their hormones, but males all of us need to be focusing on our hormones. So females need to be focusing on theirs, and males need to be focusing on theirs. Most things are similar. We just have our other certain things that are better for each one of us. But the bottom line is that it all is unprocessed. So if it's all unprocessed, males might need, if they want to raise their testosterone, who doesn't, and keep it raised and you might want to eat a little bit more of these types of foods in certain ways. Females, you want to eat a little bit more of these types of foods in certain ways. So, but it's all unprocessed and it all could be the same. There's all these similar foods. It's just how you eat them and how much you eat of certain ones and stuff like that. But I definitely want to do. I want to, but I don't want to just do it out of thin air, stick it up for free, and not have you know. And, you know what I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to waste my time writing stuff. I don't want to say it's a waste of time, but it's still me taking time out of what I do to do that, and I want enough people that would want it, So I'm gonna see if I can get people's attention on that, and if they want it, I'll write it. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be free, but who knows? I don't know. I doubt if it'll be free. I'm not gonna make it free, but yeah, I that's kind of like the next thing that I want to do for something, for food, because if there's very few people actually doing stuff. It really is, and there's people lying to people. There's people, guys and girls, who are teaching health, teaching fitness, and they're taking they're taking drugs to enhance them. And I'm not against that. I'm just saying is that they're saying they're not. They're acting like they're not. The people who are trying to want the help or think that they're not. So everything's misleading, and then they're selling. It's all because you look a certain way, and then now you can sell this product, you can sell this diet, you can sell this meal plan, you can sell this supplement. Nothing's against that, but it's a deceiving thing that people do. Me, I don't need to be part of any of that. So what I'm saying is all based off of my own self. So anyways, you have yourself a wonderful day.